You might not have a rotisserie oven, but you can get the same bold flavors of your local Latin chicken spot at home with the right marinade. All that, plus a crave-able dipping sauce and some bold and crispy oven fries. Up next. We will kick things off with our marinade for our chicken, and that's going to begin with 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. Just go ahead and get those minced or crushed up into a large bowl. Next up, we'll add in about a 1/3 cup of soy sauce, the juice of a lime, and guys, as always, the exact amounts and instructions will be down below in the description for you. So next up, we'll drizzle in a little olive oil, and then bring on the dried herbs and spices. I've got some cumin, some smoked paprika, a little bit of ground oregano, some ground thyme, a little bit of onion powder, and finally some fresh cracked pepper. No salt necessary. That soy sauce is going to do plenty of salty seasoning for us. So I'll just go ahead and mix all of that together till it's well combined. I'm going to add in a couple pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You could do this with breasts, bone in, skin on. This marinade is going to be great no matter what kind of protein or cut of chicken you're using, but I love thighs because they are very forgiving. Those are beautiful. We'll give them at least 30 minutes, but up to overnight in the fridge would be great. Next up, we're going to make an Aji Amarillo sauce. This is a pepper paste that pretty much have to get online or at a specialty grocery store, but it's pretty easy to find if you seek it out. We'll add a couple tablespoons of that to a blender or food processor, along with a couple cloves of garlic and a shallot. Next up, we will squeeze in the juice of a lime, and then we'll add in some mayonnaise, a little bit of plain Greek yogurt, some feta cheese, a little bit of ketchup, and then of course we'll need to season this up with salt and pepper, and I like to add a little pinch of turmeric. It's a great anti-inflammatory ingredient, but honestly it just helps to vibrant that yellow color that's in there. Speaking of which, look at that, beautiful and vibrant and yellow. This will keep for up to a week in the fridge covered, but it probably won't last that long. It's great for dipping just about everything, including these potatoes. I've got 2 russets here, which I'm going to just go ahead and cut in half, and then take those halves and cut them into wedges. Depending on the size of your potatoes and how big you want your potato wedges, I think you'll get somewhere between 4 to 6 per potato half, or 8 to 12 per potato. Once you've got those all cut up, we're just going to get them into a large mixing bowl. And really, you can season these however you'd like. I'm going in with a generous 1/3 cup or so of olive oil because I really want these to fry and get nice and crispy in the oven. Plenty of fresh cracked pepper, a strong pinch of salt because we know potatoes need salt, and then I'm going in with a little bit of garlic powder and Italian seasoning. Those are just my preferred seasonings. Again, you could put whatever you'd like on there. Just give them a nice thorough toss, make sure all those potatoes are well seasoned and coated. And then I've got a baking sheet that I've lined with a little bit of olive oil, again, just to help fry these off and to prevent sticking. I'm going to lay these down in a single layer, making sure to get that cut side down. We're going to cook these around 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip them halfway through so we get both of those sides nice and golden brown and crusty. As you can see, after about 20 minutes, we're getting some beautiful color on there. Just going to go ahead and give them a flip. You could use less olive oil if you're concerned about the calories, but hey, olive oil is pretty good for you, all in moderation, of course, and it really does help to get these things nice and crispy. So while they finish up, I'm going to throw the chicken on my grill. You could absolutely cook this chicken in a skillet or throw it in the same oven as those potatoes, but I never miss an opportunity to add some smoky flavor to my Peruvian chicken. And I use some smoked paprika, but I want to get the real thing. So I've got my Traeger fired up here to like 400 degrees, and I'm just going to give this about 15-20 minutes total until it's cooked through to 170 degrees. Nice and golden brown, maybe slightly charred on the outside. Speaking of charred, look at these beautiful oven fries, potato wedges, whatever you want to call them. I mean, just absolutely glossy thanks to that olive oil, golden brown. You know they're going to have a deep caramelized flavor note and a wonderful crunch. But we can make them even better. And I'm going to grate over some Pecorino Romano, or it could be Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Be generous and pop it back into that 400 degree oven for just a few minutes. That cheese is going to melt. It's going to go golden brown. It's going to get a little bit crispy, give us a little frico on the bottom, and we're ready to plate. I pulled that chicken off once it was cooked through to 170 degrees and let it rest for a couple of minutes. These oven fries just came out of the oven. I love the way that Parmesan cheese just melts on there, almost creating like a little garment on the outside of those fries. Any part that touches the baking tray is going to get nice and golden brown and crunchy. Got to hit it with a little bit of cilantro for garnish. Of course, that beautiful Aji Amarillo sauce. And I think you need to serve this with some lime wedges. That acidity really helps to cut through the spiciness and richness of that marinade. So let's give this a try. These oven fries are out of bounds, absolutely dynamite. So crunchy, pillowy on the inside. That cheese adds a wonderful umami flavor note on the outside when it gets golden brown. This sauce is really something else. I mean, I know all that raw garlic and shallot seems like it might be a big punch in the mouth, but it is in the best way possible. And that cool, creamy mayonnaise and feta cheese really helps to calm those flavors down. This chicken is so boldly flavorful. It's got amazing flavors of like carne asada with also some taco notes in there from the cumin. I just absolutely love this flavor profile. I highly recommend you give this a try. Next time you're craving some good old Peruvian chicken, don't go to the local restaurant. Just make it yourself. Or at least, go make something delicious.